Oh, no. Hi, BZ Lower School students. It's me, Sadie, Miss Townhouse's daughter. I'm going to show you how to make your very own fluffy pom-poms. It's super easy. All you need are 3 materials: your hand, some scissors, and some thick yarn. I tried some thin yarn, and it didn't work very well. It was all messy. When I tried to trim, it just fell apart. So I recommend you use the thickest yarn you have in your house. And yes, so first you want to start by wrapping it all over your hand, just like so. Now I recommend you count to 60 or maybe 40 to get the thickest yarn as possible, because I noticed throughout all the pom-poms I've been making this weekend that the more string you put on your hand, the better and thicker and fluffier it will be. So like this ball exactly, it's kind of thin and flat, but throughout these 2 balls, I realized they were all thick and fluffy more than all the flat ones I've been making. So I'm going to try to show you the thickest and fluffiest one you could do possible. So first you want to wrap it all over your hands. And then once you have that process done, you're going to take it off your hand, and then we're going to cut, and then I'll show you the next steps. But we will go over the facts again because I am just doing it. But yeah. So while we're doing this, you notice that they're going up and up your finger, and sometimes it gets overlapped. You don't want to do it too tight on your hand, or else it might cut off your circulation and it will be hard to take off. You'll see why. Now, as you can see, it's getting very thick, so I just want to take my scissors and you want to cut it like so. Now, the reason why I didn't want you to do it too tight on your hands is because the tighter it is, the harder it's going to be taking off your hand. So you see this big ball of yarn? You want to hold it securely, and then you want to grab your yarn ball and then cut a thick 6-inch strand, because I'll show you why. So you see this strand? You're going to take it and wrap it like so, just like this, and then you want to tie it double knot, because sometimes the yarn doesn't stay if you do 1 knot, so I recommend you do a double knot, just like this. Perfect. Now you have a little bow tie, and it kind of looks like a bow, double bow. Now you just want to cut it. Sometimes I do it the wrong way, but you just want to cut it, just like so. Now you want to maybe fluff it up a little bit so it kind of looks like a donut. So mine looks like a donut at this point. Then I want to take my scissors, and if you have sharp scissors like I'm using, you might want to grab your safety scissors, and if you don't have any safety scissors and you probably ask parental supervision to use the sharp ones I'm using. So you just want to cut your donut just like this. Now, what I like about this process a lot when you're cutting is that it makes the satisfying noise in the world. It just makes me happy. And especially with the nice weather we've been having, that also makes me happy, because I love the color yellow. And when I picture yellow, I picture sunshine and happy. Now, once you cut that, I am almost done. Now, once you cut all those little loops, you might have it look like this. Now, you might either want a paper towel or a paper, because your future self would thank you later, and I'll show you why. We're going to be trimming all of this, and as you can see, they're coming out, and it looks like it's raining. It gets really messy at this part, so I warn you. Make sure you ask your parents' help before you do this, because I don't think they want you to have a messy kitchen. Now, just trimming all the straggle bits, and then, as you can see, they are going all over my table. And, yeah, but the bright side is when you have the paper, you swoop it up into the garbage, and then it just makes it a lot easier. Now, just cutting all the little excess bits. And notice how fluffy it is. It's the fluffiest one I've ever made. That is my finished product. See, that was so easy. And now you have a fluffy pom-pom. Now, this was so easy. You could show your friends this trick, and then everyone will know how to make the fluffiest pom-poms ever. Hope you enjoyed that hack, and hope it's the fluffiest pom-pom ever, because mine definitely are.